Cause I changed my what you call it. I put Blake and Kevin in the starting lineup. That's how I want to do it. And of course Clay. And the rest of them is reserves. Not reserves, but bench players. Gary Payton, yep. I think I'm cool with that. Let's see what it looks like. 1, 2, 3. Wait a minute. Alright. I put 25 minutes. Now I want to see what it looks like. About 25 minutes. All of us 25 minutes. Didn't I already do that? Damn it! This is stupid! Power forward. Alright, wait a minute. Alright. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna play one last game just to see what it look like. play in the starting lineup. Maybe they won't trade him. Kevin Love, he deserves to start. Blake Griffin, I need this motherfucker to get done.
Happy Lunar New Year! We're celebrating in My Team with an awe-inspiring new set for the new year.
Some of the My Team community's favorite cards come from this annual set, including Amethyst Smush Parker, Diamond OJ.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Clay can play small forward.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action for you coming up. Our game tonight featuring the Los Angeles Clippers as they go up against the Golden State Warriors. Along with Steve Smith and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And our friend on the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge, who we'll be hearing from shortly. And now the Golden State Warriors starters. They've got Griffin.
Yep, there we go.
Curry is out there with Ingram. Then there's Kevin Love, and it's Thompson in at the 3 slot. And for the Clippers, George and Leonard are the forwards.
Yeah,
Norman
this is my
Powell's
starting
out there with
lineup.
Harden, and it's Warren in at the 5 down low. And when you take a look at the standings so far, is it too early, Smitty, to tell which teams are good and which are not?
Yeah, I think so. There's still so much left of the season, and a lot can happen. I don't think you can jump to conclusions just yet.
Yeah.
And it's the Warriors to start out.
That's
Curry against Harden. Love right side. Over Leonard. Love kicks to Ingram from downtown. That's in there. Love with the assist. Ingram's got the first 3 points tonight for the Warriors. Curry against Harden. Outside, George. Now here's Leonard. His scoring totals are something to take note of. He's averaging over 19 points a game. No good there with this step back J. And Ingram has got the ball here for the Warriors. It's a 3-point game. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
Yeah, their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
They embrace the challenge as well. They hit big shot after big shot to keep the other team at bay.
Here's Griffin. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. T.J. Warren picks one up.
You know what's changed in Griffin over the years? He's become a technician, no longer reliant on just his athleticism.
The Warriors shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. Free throw drops for Griffin. Steve, this current Clippers group, they're changing the identity of this franchise.
Hey, Kevin, you know this. For a long time, they couldn't get right, winning just one playoff series during their first 27 seasons in L.A. Now the Clippers expect to make postseason runs.
Blake Griffin hits them both.
You know, when healthy, Blake Griffin is still a force. He's an athletic, multifaceted big man.
Leonard finds Warren. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. The Warriors have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Ingram dishes to Griffin. Some nice passing by Golden State. Back to Love. That's to Curry. Pocket 6. That's in there. Love with the assist.
Contact? What contact? Steph says. He didn't even flinch.
Well, it was the Clippers. Their last game lost to Sacramento. Harden the pass to Leonard. In the corner, Powell with it. Shot to stop the run. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And here's Ingram from the arc. It's hauled in by the Clippers. They're getting their first look of the season at the Warriors in this one.
Plenty of familiarity in this matchup. Last season, they were knocked out of the playoffs by this club.
Oh, my God. They can't buy one. 0 for 4. Sometimes this happens.
Curry kicks to Ingram. And there's the pass to Griffin. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Now let's take a look at the teams that have been holding their opponents to the fewest points in the last 10 games. The Warriors, number 1.
They have absolutely locked down the opposition during the last 10 games. If they keep up the good work, it will force other teams to change their game plan.
Passes it to Harden. Shoots over Curry, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
And over the last few years, we've seen Harden embrace the mid-range jumper, and it is paying dividends.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Critical part of the game. You have to be flexible. You have to be able to adjust what you're doing.
The standings out west already. We're in December. Take a look at the Warriors. They hold the first place spot in the conference just right where they want to be. They've got momentum. And checking out the Clippers, 9.5 games behind.
Yeah, and when I look at the Clippers, they haven't gotten anywhere near where they wanted to be this season. Pretty clear there's a big talent gap between them and the true contenders.
And we've all thought this. They're just a middle-of-the-road team. The last thing anyone in the NBA wants to be.
.151 left here in the first quarter. Island against Paul. Outside Warren. It's hauled in by Jackson Davis. Here's Gay, and the jam by Rudy Gay.
Pushing in transition. Rudy with the size, the athletic ability, the scoring ability. He can finish.
1:25 left in the first. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Leonard, no luck.
And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one.
And you know, technically, it's a high percentage look, but this is why we play the game.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
And just trying to get some traction offensively. Boy, it hasn't been pretty.
You know, this is a good time to maybe switch up your strategy a little bit. You can't keep doing what you're doing and expect a different result.
And the Clippers making a change here. Coffey's checked in. And the Warriors also making a change. Payton's checked in for Ingram.
You expect him to make that, especially from that distance.
On the wing, Payton. Kicks it out to Paul. 40 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Gay inside. He's defended by Highland. Clippers trail by 11. It's hauled in by Jackson Davis. On offense, here are the Warriors. This one now up to 13-2. He lobs it up.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
They came in prepared, focused, and really jumped on the other team early.
Pass to Warren. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And good job there by Warren to draw the foul and get to the line. It's all about positioning, and he really forced the D's hand there to draw the contact.
No good on that one. And the Warriors making a change here. Good on the second free throw. All from deep three-point land. And so it's the Golden State Warriors enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. The defensive work they've done against Paul George has been a big factor. He hasn't done anywhere near the kind of damage we expected. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a very convincing performance here from the Warriors so far.
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
And they have the guys to do it. Play to your strengths, and they can make up for some of your weaknesses.
We've got Harden. George is out there with Kawhi Leonard. And it's Coffey in a power forward. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter. Steve, you were considered oversized for a guard when you were coming up out of school and into the pros. But right now, I don't feel like size matters as much at that position. You can be any size.
Yeah, I totally agree. But I think if you're a guy that has a lot of height and you has the skill set to play the guard position, you definitely have an advantage. The bigger you are and the more tight your skill set, the more successful you will be on the floor.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Paul George is one of the game's premier two-way wings. He says, I believe in my talent and what I can do, but I feel my job is to make everybody better. That's what I try to do when I'm on the floor. Just make the game easy for everybody, whether it's creating or just being aggressive and making reads off of that. Kevin, back to you.
Yeah, David, lets the game come to him. Well said by him. Thank you. A nice shot by Moody.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there. High offensive IQ. He makes great reads and adjustments on the fly.
Curry passes to Love. Golden State moving the ball around. Floats one up. Curry showing toughness inside.
This is what Steph gives you. The sizzle and the steak. The highlights and the plays where he just grinds it out.
And the jam by Harden.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you. Woo-wee.
Pass to Moody. Back to Curry. Top shot, Curry.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. They trail by 14. And the Clippers call time here.
Yeah, just looking to tighten up their defense in the paint. They've got to be better.
It's a matter of want to. Helping out, contesting shots. You have to want to make the effort.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. A moment now to check out some numbers for Bones Hyland. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And Warren, here we go. And there it is for him.
This guy just gets buckets. Warren is more than capable of finishing on that drive.
Paul outside. The pass to Gay. Ingram outside. From past the arc. Bangs home the trifecta. Ingram's got 6 points.
And the lead should be safe if they can keep shooting the basketball like this.
Hyland passes to Warren. He kicks it to Powell. And Rudy Gay picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution for your Clippers, B.J. Boston, Josh Primo.
There's 1:38 left here in the second. Here's Boston. No scoring in this one. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey guys, the captain in the last game against Sacramento played superb basketball. He had 44 points, and he was so productive offensively, he wound up setting a new season high for himself in scoring. He really worked hard in that game and put up some big numbers as a result. Guys, back to you.
Okay, David, thanks. It'll be interesting to see, Greg, how much of that performance carries over to tonight.
And, Kevin, different scenarios call for different measures. I'm sure he'll just try to provide whatever they need for the win.
Well, that's what it means to be unselfish, putting the team's interests first. As you say, he just wants to come away with the W.
And here is Los Angeles now, following the miss by Andrew Wiggins. Now, Highland. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. 2 on the clock. Boston, no good.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
Here's Wiggins, a stupendous finish in traffic. And the Warriors lead by 18.
And flashing some real toughness inside. Wiggins can finish plays that others simply can't.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You have to like what we're seeing from the captain.
Something has kicked him into gear tonight as he has done work on the offensive end.
Not someone they usually rely on to do this, but you need role guys to step up once in a while and help you out.
So for the Golden State Warriors right now, we've got Kevin Love. Ingram is out there with Stephen Curry. Then there's Griffin, and it's Thompson in at the small forward. And here's Ingram from the arc. Another three for Golden State.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Curry with the steal. Now the Warriors moving it up. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
You got to reward him. He's getting out in transition and running. Get the ball to Stephen Curry.
Clippers trail by 21. Outside Leonard. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Love. It's his first trip to the line.
One of the areas where he has excelled all season long. How about 87% from the line?
And the first one at the line is good.
A guy who excels on both ends. Kawhi is the ultimate leader.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. Warriors leading by 19. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Passes it to Love. There's the triple. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. You know, Steve, you have to respect a guy like Norman Powell who embraces his role on this team.
I definitely do, Kevin. Norman Powell isn't chasing the spotlight. He's working to support his team and really embraces his role on the floor.
Now Curry. After Norman Powell missed from long range. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Now a chance to see the numbers for George. He showed up every night and some noteworthy performances over the last month. Averaging about 19 points, just over 2 steals and 4 assists. To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
Because he gives you someone to build your offense around. You can count on his nightly production.
And he makes the first. For the Clippers, Amir Coffey comes in for T.J. Warren, and it's Micic in for Powell. Payton, he's checked in for the Warriors. That misses, so he splits the free throws. All right, the NBA already has a team in Canada, a G League team in Mexico. Would we see a team in Europe, you think, Steve?
Kevin, we've had games in Paris, London recently. It'd be really hard travel-wise on these guys, flying all the way over to Europe.
Here's Curry. The Clippers getting the bucket. Payton finds Love. For 3, Ingram. And again, it's the Warriors missing. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. It's an 18-point game. Pass to Micic. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Micic has got his second bucket tonight.
Doing great things at the offensive end. 3 for 4 to start this half.
And here's Ingram from the arc. Drills the three-pointer. Ingram's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Warriors.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Here's Harden. Another one falls for the Clippers.
And they're showing much more focus here in the second half. More effort as well. And their offense starting to show signs of life.
Now here's Curry. 10 points for him. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Here's Coffey. And the layup's good off the glass.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Timeout called the Warriors.
And as fans and broadcasters, we're not permitted to hear the specifics in these huddles.
No, we're left to infer from the adjustments we see on the floor.
Make some noise. Time to get a free t-shirt.
This break gives us the chance to see which teams have been the most successful in the transition game this month. Number 5, the Warriors.
They've been playing an exciting brand of basketball during that time. I mean, taking every chance to get out in the open floor.
1:43 left in the third. Gay outside. Golden State moving it around. Back to Paul. To the inside. Jackson Davis. 5 to shoot. And that one's good by Gay.
The arms of Gay go on forever, which is what makes him a big-time threat to score inside.
Primo, the pass to Leonard. Here's Highland. Snatched away. Pushing it up. The dish to Paul. Shoots over Highland. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
Chris Paul excels at taking what the defense gives him. That's why he is so effective in the mid-range.
It's blocked. They get it back. Austin the pass to Highland. Second shot opportunity.
just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Gay kicks to Paul. And the Warriors tack on 2 more.
The ball handling of Chris Paul is unbelievable to watch.
Now here's Leonard. He's guarded close. Out of bounds. Clippers ball as the Clippers keep possession. And the Warriors making a change here. And here are the Clippers now. Pass to Highland. Left side, Warren. 5 on the clock. The shot, no good. And so it's the Golden State Warriors sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. And we'll be right back after this. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Out on the wings for him, Powell and George. Then it's Harden. Then there's Warren. And it's Boston in at the 4. Here's Ingram. Shot's good. Griffin making the play. And that's 17 points for the captain.
And they're getting points. They're getting stops. And this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Yes, when it's going good, it feels easy. These are the nights you relish, but they're tough to replicate.
A nice shot by Griffin. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Warriors.
It's easy for me. Look at their defensive effort all game. The block total shows their commitment to contesting shots.
And I'll tell you, the energy they've shown in the open floor, boy, it has been terrific. Doing a phenomenal job converting in those situations.
Here's George. Following the basket by Blake Griffin. Fades and shoots. Harden, no good.
Right idea, but just too much heat on him defensively, even with the fadeaway.
And that one's good. Ingram.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
The Clippers shooting about 35% from the floor. Not much falling for them. Here's Powell. The Warriors pull it in. Jackson Davis has got 6 rebounds in the game. Harden against Curry. Griffin passes to Curry. And it's good for 2.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's Boston. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And we're around 2 minutes into the 4th quarter here. And again, no good by the Clippers.
It's a shot you would think he would make, but he just doesn't make it all the time.
Outside Griffin. Back to Ingram. Pass to Jackson Davis. Curry against Harden. The shot from 20 feet away. Griffin's shot is off. Clippers have gotten off to a rough start in the fourth quarter, going 0 for 4 so far. Powell. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. Curry passes to Griffin. Ingram outside. The pass to Thompson. It's hauled in by Warren.
I'm not sure what happened on that play. May have relaxed a little bit once he got to the rim.
Powell dishes to Warren.
2 minutes remaining.
Lets it go from deep. That's rebounded by Curry. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Golden State Warriors. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Ingram outside. Lets the three fly. Good, and Curry gets the assist.
3-point.
Curry's got 3 assists in the game.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space.
And with that one, he halts an 11-0 run by the Warriors. Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Warriors.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And in terms of the season record, this is going to be their 18th win overall.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for the captain.
He really played at his preferred pace, never let adjustments by the defense speed him up or slow him down.
And the shot by Warren, no good. And here are the Warriors now. Passes to Griffin. It's Ingram on the wing. This one for 3. Buries the long-range jumper.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
And guess what? It's going to be a fun flight home. Total team effort. Big win on the road.
There's 18 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Harden against Curry. See the Warriors taking the game here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. So long, everyone.